This is Justin Amazon on Tuesday, July 24th, 2018, with a look at the rally into the close, or sorry, rally after the close yesterday, making this a bearish candle that actually, if you give it another 30 minutes or 15 minutes, it would have actually been a positive, a bullish candle. But, we had some other news on other stock. But for Amazon, we just continued that rally this morning. We were bouncing around the uptrend upper line here. And right before the market opened, we got a bit of a triangle with a nice bullish breakout candle right here. So what I'm looking for is a retest down into probably 1826. Man, if it retested the 1600, that would be a buy. 1826 right around this price to then go bullish, and the sky's the limit. Obviously some previous all-time highs are limits, so we'll just have to evaluate what we can get into and then see if we can get up to the next line, which I think is 1840, 1841. We'll see if it gets there. So we get a pullback, so it actually gapped up slightly. Excuse me, get a pullback right into this 1826. Actually, the low was 1825.51, and then from there, it actually bounces really, really strongly, and that would have been a phenomenal move right off of our support, and then it actually pulls back. Excuse me, pulls back quite a bit and throws this lower wick that looks like it's bouncing off the 21 exponential, maybe bouncing off the 20. And then it starts to bounce and it rallies. Oh, there's the line. So 1841, I think 50. So it rallies. We're just looking for it to get to this price, and instead it gets about $1 outside of it. Let's see these candles here. So the high is 1839.95, and the high here is 1840. So really close right here. We want to see another push higher, but it really should just be running to that resistance, and then I think just kind of pause there and then break out higher. That'd be great to see. But if it's not even getting there, that's a little more bearish. So we'll just kind of have to evaluate and see. Oh, it does look like we had a bit of a squeeze that has fired, and that only lost a little bit of bullish momentum a couple times. But you can see this is now breaking down. We're back down to this line, and we'll see if we pause here a little bit, break down some more. So this is looking more bearish. There we go. That was a nice trade right down into that line, the 1815 price. So now it looks like we're going to break down through it. Maybe we'll come back up. We'll do something like this, a little bit choppy, and see what we can do. So there's the retest. It comes up. There we go. It's on a double bottom here. It came up. Is there any key value there? Nothing's popping on my chart to say, hey, that's why. Probably just the exponential. And then we go a little more sideways, and we start to form this triangle again. A little bit, just this last little bit. This is more of a double bottom or multi-bottom here. But anyway, this is totally, starting to break out. Got a trade above, or got a price high above the close of today. So, this is not quite a total breakout. But we'll go through our candles and see what happens. Yeah, so you totally broke out from that. And then, just like the way this moves, it has ebbs and flows. All the charts do for how it's moving. And there you go. So there's the end of the day, rally right back up into this uptrend line. So, so far that's been really working out well. If we, so with options coming up this week, it was really hard to trade, something reasonable for Amazon. But it's definitely possible to just make a little bit, as long as you just get out right away when you can, and then this sort of a rollover, boom, way down here, oscillating on 1815, and then breaking that again. There's definitely opportunities here. So if we look at the calls we should be able to buy, after that open candle and then that candle. Even a pullback would have worked. once in this case, or maybe this is the other pullback where we worked once. So if we look at calls, maybe made a little bit of money at 35 or so, up to 39, or to let's see, to 40 up here. So that's pretty phenomenal that it moved like that. Had a so this is the 1850 call expiring this Friday. And after it got up here and just went sideways, it's like, okay, now, continue. It needs to break out. And instead, it started to collapse. And, if we jump over to the puts, you can see the same time frame that it started to pause and roll over. And this put is the 1750 expiring this week. And that just tore higher. Just kind of ebbed and flowed all the way up. And, got up into 18. So, had somebody bought at 11, let's say 11, somewhere in here, and took that up to, let's say 18. That'd be phenomenal. That'd be plenty of hours to go around for a few days if no trading. But it's a good way to recognize what's going on in the from that day, and what we can do to plan a trade, execute a trade like that, more automated. So, or not more automated, but that's a way you can do it. Just more structured. That's the plan of, okay, let's let it come into a certain value. So, the value 1815 was really significant, and then we rallied and we had a pullback into the 21. These things are really just guiding us higher. It got lower today, got higher today, all on the same day, but just the way that it's been tracking with bigger ebbs and flows, and as it all played out, we actually ended up, I think it was a positive day in the daily. Yeah, positive day there. So the real question is, okay, what's it going to go to next? Is it going to stay in this channel, and or is it going to break out again? Is it going to collapse, go back through it slightly? There's a little bit of clarity in the 5 minute to say, okay, if we're right here in the middle, we need to wait for it to actually get up here or get down here. And then, if we think this is as high as it's going to go with the wicks, it's a good resistance, roll back down. We can trade it that way to come back down the 25 points. If we stay in this range with this channel, this was around 50, I think, on the channel. So that's something that, an open, like a 1 minute, maybe caught that going down to here and exited way down here near this line. But for up here, it's starting to cross over to a different range. So you can see these wicks, see it doesn't make it there. So you could have bought a put and just rode it up. And then for calls, would have really been waiting till that 1815 price. Say, okay, what's it going to do here? Because you want it to bounce, and it ultimately did bounce. So this is the 1815. Let's see if we see that hammer at 1305. Let's see the 1825. So we're going to look. Oops, I'm looking at a bounce. Afternoon bounce. That was this price right here. So somebody could have bought for 40 with a stop at 39, and all possible. But I'm not sure if you got to risk that tight to do it. So anyway, great multi-bottoming pattern here that ultimately did break out. So what we had today was a bullish gap and go. The open and the close today were higher than yesterday's, and it's just really interesting the size we're at, the prices we're at. It makes me think of like this candle or this candle. One of these where we had a little bit of sideways going on, pulling into the exponential. So we'll see if it goes sideways now, if we knock that out and just stays in this channel for a little bit. So hope you enjoyed the video. This is just Thanks.